And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And right away he lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, 2010? His rookie.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Again, here's Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attack.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Bell so light on his feet and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Wentz. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Into the red zone. Wentz flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That goes for a gain of 31. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In motion left comes Brown. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming and down he goes. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A screen to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He will not go down. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming...
Loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Wentz on third down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the run. They'll run again with Blunt. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, 26 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that's incomplete. Charles, before the broadcast, you and I were talking about a couple of coaching veterans that have their teams right back in the mix again this year. Jim Caldwell with the Lions and Andy Reid with the Chiefs.
And I think nationally there wasn't a lot of belief in Jim Caldwell as the head coach of the Lions, despite the fact that they made the playoffs last year. Remember, they lost their last 3 games of the regular season and snuck in, and they got beat in the playoffs, so people are like, they'll revert back to form. No, they're off to a 3-1 start and playing awfully well on defense. Jim Caldwell deserves the lion's share of credit. See how I did that?
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm
Good.
with you.
Andy Reid, on the other hand, has a team that's played well for the last few seasons. The only thing they need to do now is have a deep run into the playoffs, but they've won every which way possible in the early going. Undefeated, they're built for the long haul. I'm going to give you one last one. Sean Payton with the New Orleans Saints. 0-2 for the 4th straight year to start the season. They're now back at 2-2 and playing really, really well, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd down and goal from the 6. Now Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Wentz now to throw. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a give running right at Smallwood. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The play clock's running down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And now look at him go. 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. In motion left goes Smith. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
2nd down following the incompletion. Smith, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. The 20. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.